Hi, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today I'm back with another video here. This is certainly a different video. Um, yes, it is a game review. Yes, I'm going to be talking about the Flyers Penguins game, but I'm just going to be brutally honest here. I didn't really watch a lot of this game, considering the Flyers made a huge trade, probably one of the biggest of my lifetime as a fan of this team, probably the biggest. At 7:15 in the middle of a game, trading Cutter Gauthier, fifth overall, first round pick 2022 to the Anaheim Ducks for Jamie Drysdale and a 2025 second. Doesn't want to play here. You get all the news in the middle of the game. Danny talks, Jonesy talks, Dan Hilferty talks. I don't think any Flyers fan at that point, I could not mentally focus on the game against Pittsburgh tonight. There was just a ton going on and so many things coming out about it, and it's still coming out as of right now. As I'm recording this, we're going to be recording the podcast tonight, Four Fly Guys, episode 7. A lot of it's going to be the trade talk and everything too. So stay tuned for that one. And if you have any questions, drop them in for us in the comments, and then we'll read those there. But I mean, as for the game, again, I saw bits and pieces. Flyers lost 4-1 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Certainly not the best game. I mean, you give up a goal in the first 45 seconds, you take a penalty, you took 5 in the first period. I mean, it's just not the right way to win, not the right way to play. Obviously, you can't keep taking penalties. They have taken a lot of penalties recently. The lines stayed exactly the same as they did on Saturday against the Flames. Farabee, Couturier, Konechny, Forrester, Frost, and Brink. Tippett, Lawton, and Atkinson, Delorier, Paling, and Hathaway. Defense was York, Sanheim, Sealer, Walker, Zamula, and Risto, and Carter Hart was in net. It was a lot of Penguins early. I thought the Penguins kind of dominated most of this game. I expected this, I think, more because from the first couple of games in the beginning of December, Flyers actually played really well against Pittsburgh, and those 2 games really jump-started that good stretch of hockey that they had for about that month there, and fortunately they've lost 7 of their last 9. But, they had a really good game against Calgary on Saturday. It was a good Flyers win. I talked about that last game, how good of a win that is for Mr. Snyder and everything that went on with the celebration of his birthday and his life and all that. And I think it was really good to see. And you wanted to follow that up with a win tonight. Unfortunately, they don't. And I think I did see some of the goals, and especially the fourth one was kind of telling, because it's a turnover up the middle of the ice. Tippett loses it in his feet. The Penguins go down the other way, and Malkin scores his first ever career goal against Carter Hart. So that was interesting, and something I didn't even realize, to be honest with you. But I mean, it was chippy. There was a ton of fights, or a ton of scrums, I guess I should say. I mean, it was back and forth, for most of it from what I had seen. And I was working on a video in the middle of it on the Cutter trade and the whole thing. And it's definitely been an interesting night to say the least. As for the next couple of games, and I guess for the Flyers as a whole, I'll talk about that here. Like the trade. The reason I'm so focused on that, because it's more than just this one game. This trade is a huge part of this rebuild and a huge part of where this team is supposed to be and everything like that. And it's kind of takes center stage right now a little bit because of it's such a big thing. And to get a guy like Jamie Drysdale, who literally could be in your lineup yesterday, for how good that this guy is and the talent. I mean, he's played, a full season in the league already. Just to pull up some stats here for Jamie Drysdale. Flyers are acquiring him, obviously, in the trade. He's played 123 NHL games with the Ducks. He's played 10 games this year. He has battled a little bit of injuries before, but he did play a full season with the Ducks. 81 games, 4 goals, 28 assists for 32 points, and he was minus 26. Obviously, the Ducks are a really rough team. They've been struggling, but he's went 6th overall in 2020. Cutter Gauthier goes 5th overall in 2022. So, look, I mean, there's obviously a ton of upside. He's a right-handed defenseman. The Flyers pick up a need with that, and it's a huge deal, and that's why it kind of elevates this game, right, and kind of where the Flyers are at. So let me know your guys' thoughts below on the game, obviously. And, unfortunately they lose. And now, they got Montreal on Wednesday. They'll go out west for a couple. That'll be 3 and 4. Friday, Saturday, Minnesota, Winnipeg, and then Monday against the Blues. So that'll be interesting. Another back-to-back. You go out west again, and they get another 4-game swing like I talked about at home. So we shall see. Thanks, everybody, again, for all the support. As always, my name is Chris, and I will talk to you all again soon.